Hello, I'm Matteo, the Chief Mobile Opinionist here at Tech Travel Geeks. And this is the Tech Travel Geeks video where I'll give you some first impressions after a couple of days' use of the Amazfit Neo Smart Watch. If you don't already, please do subscribe to the Tech Travel Geeks here on YouTube. Right then, so I've been using the Amazfit Neo synced to the Zepp app on my phone for a couple of days now, and I have to say that overall I'm really impressed. Bearing in mind this is a £30 smartwatch which has quite a few fitness features and smartwatch features in a retro style packaging, I'm really impressed. I mean, for £30 or less than £30, you're getting a lot here. And depending on your personal choice, the style of this Amazfit orange casing and strap is really quite attractive in its own weird, quirky way. So, one of the key things that I find interesting about smartwatches is how you get to use your smartphone to go through what many call the quantified self. So you go and look at what your activity is like and what certain metrics about your personal life are like, and you can identify any potential issues or ways of improving. So for example, over the last couple of days I've been using the Amazfit Neo, I'll just unplug it now, with the app, and you can see one first thing is that I'm not doing enough exercise at the moment. It is winter here in Scotland, I've been quite busy at work, and so if I look at my step count for the last few days, which is pretty accessible, I'm doing not too well. So today I've only walked 1,557 steps. That's close to a tenth of what I usually do in better weather. If we look at it in terms of a week, yes, I did a little bit more yesterday, but really not enough. So Tuesday and Wednesday are pretty bad. And so I know now that tomorrow I should probably go for a walk in the morning, put on my headphones, listen to a podcast, and go for a nice long walk. Now, you can see that it also gives you some extra metrics, such as the fact that I walked 2.94 kilometers for about an hour, but I've only burnt about 121 calories, which is really not that much. So this is really useful data. It shows you your patterns, what's going on, and that's just for steps. So the step counting is pretty accurate. I wore this side by side with my Zepp E Circle smartwatch, and the steps pretty much matched up. Bearing in mind those are two smartwatches from the same company, that's not surprising, but it's good to see some consistency there. And you can see my heart rate over the course of a day fluctuates. You can see when I'm sleeping, when I'm not, when the cat's waken me, and so forth. And the fact that I, at the moment, don't have enough data for any significant trends or patterns, but that's okay, that's straightforward. Once I've been using this for a while, when I've done the full long-term review, after at least a month of using it, I'll probably be able to share more about that. And you also, if you wear it during the night, as I do, you also get information on your sleep score, which I find really interesting. So you can see what your sleep pattern is like. So I do have some deep sleep. I have some periods of rapid eye movement, or REM, not the 90s and 2000s band, and I have some light sleep as well. So here what happens is they give you a score out of 100 of what your sleeping is like, and I'm at 84. It's not great, but it's not the worst either. And then the key thing that you get from Zepp, Huami, Amazfit, all the brands under Xiaomi's sort of smartwatch brand, you get Pi, and this is not David Low Pi, this is PAI, which is personal, I think it's personal something or other intelligence. Pi score pi, your unique pi algorithm. So I believe the term is indicator of your physiological activities. Let's just go through it. And this is the good thing, you get all the explanations in the app itself. So pi stands for personal activity intelligence. In my case, obviously I'm a bit overweight, I would say it's a pork pie. Anyway, going back to this. Overall, the quantified self in the Zepp app is great. And I have to say, overall, I had already been using the Zepp app on my iPhone with the Zepp E-Circle smartwatch. This is pretty much more of the same. Now, I did mistakenly state in the unboxing video that this had oxygen sensing in the watch itself. That's not the case. So you can see that if I go up and down in the functions, so I now know that it is 5:42 in New York, my step count is 1557, I have walked 1 kilometer, burnt 45 calories, outside it's between 6 and 9 degrees, night mode stopwatch, so there is no, you can see here, there is no information on blood oxygen levels because this smartwatch, the Amazfit Neo, doesn't support that as a function. But what it does do is show you your pi, and the idea is that over the course of 7 days you can earn up to 100 pi. So you have your sort of targets for fitness and you're generally hitting that 100, and it's a rolling 7 days. So far, after almost 2 days of use, I've hit 10 pi, so I'm really not doing very well. So, okay, overall, I would say good fit. The strap is great because it allows you to adjust it to the right tightness for what you feel is good. The watch itself looks good. I believe I have a pair of matching Converse for the back of this, and the backlight works well for me. You can also activate the backlight with long press of the back button, and you can switch it off the same way. So I think the backlight is a really cool feature for this retro smartwatch. Not all sort of LCD screen watches back in the day had backlights, and that was a bit of a novelty, but it's great to see Amazfit provide that in here. So great first impressions. We'll be doing a full long-term review of the Amazfit Neo in the coming weeks. What I'll do is link in the description to where you can purchase this smartwatch on Amazon. I'll link to the Zepp app available for iPhone and Android as well. And obviously link to the actual unboxing so you see what's in the box with the Amazfit Neo. One word of warning I would give you is if you've already had a Zepp device or another Amazfit smartwatch, you need to deregister that from your account before you can start wearing your shiny new smartwatch. And that's why we haven't done a setup video, is I encountered quite a few issues there. So I had to deregister my previous device, which was synchronized to a different smartphone, but over the same account. So I'll be carrying on using this in the coming weeks as the weather gets better. I'll be walking a lot more. I will be doing some running, maybe some hill climbing, and hopefully this will help me measure the intensity of the activities I do. But for now, I think we'll wrap up this video. If you don't already, please do subscribe to the Tech Travel Geeks here on YouTube. I will just be quiet now and leave you with some gentle jazz, piano music, and the Zepp smartwatch next to my Pixel 5.